And so what they said to us was, as new detainees come in, they try to ship people out, but they can't keep up with the pace because of the Riley Act. The Laken-Riley Act has caused an increase in detainees, and these are people who have you could have been here forever, and just for some crazy little thing, drop something, pick up, walking across the street, jaywalking, shoplifting, they will detain you and bring you right here.
But so then they don't have a specific number of tents they're going to build, they're just going to keep building as like...
Keep building because it only takes... because it only takes 14 days. I was stunned.
Congresswoman, some law enforcement will say that, under U.S. code, even if you don't have a criminal record, if you've overstayed a visa, for example, you are subject to deportation. So do you think that there's an appetite in Congress right now to try to work on immigration reforms so that U.S. code can be changed?
I think that we have to convince the Republican Party, and I say that without any reservation. The Democrats have always been looking to comprehensive immigration reform. We had a bill that was at the point of being passed. We have to go back to those days of bipartisanship, and where people can work together on the same page for the good of our country. You can't be in Congress thinking that this is not going to impact you. It's going to impact you. So you've got to work on immigration reform. You've got to come over to our side. We need 5 Democrats. 5. So you know some Democrats you can call to give us 5 so that we can get some comprehensive immigration reform passed? That's what we need.
When do you plan on coming back? When do you plan on coming back?
That we're in D.C. so much that this just happened to be because of Passover and Easter. We had a long time out. So whenever I get a break like that, I'm coming back and I'm going to let you know, because that's the only way we're going to keep this humane. Because, like I told you, the omnibusmen who are supposed to do this kind of work, they're full-time government employees. Their whole job was to oversee detention centers for the Office of Homeland Security, all of their civil rights, making sure that these people have access to what they need. They were fired. So it's going to be up to me and all the other members of Congress who represent Miami-Dade County to come to Krome. And I invited, the mayor was trying to come with me. They would not let her in. But we're going to work real hard to make sure that she can come in. Mayor Carver.
Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts, Kristi Noem's ads that have been going on for the past few weeks, kind of incentivizing those who are here to potentially self-deport? What are your thoughts on those ads?
That is disgusting. That is despicable. That is inhumane. These are not people that's causing problems. These are people who are working, who are paying taxes. These are people who are our family, our next door neighbors, our friends, our co-workers. What's the hell wrong? What did they do? What did they do? Why are we doing this? What is the point? She's following orders. That's what she's doing. And I just want to see how long she's going to last.
Back to next time, are you going to ask for permission or are you going to demand to go in without them knowing?
No, see, what happened was I did. I can call one day in the morning and go that day. So, I'm not going to have any voice. So they will not be able to paint and take people on a field trip and clear out everything because I'll be here. And the next time I come, hopefully I can bring some other members of Congress from across the United States. When I went to the Homestead Detention Center when they had the young children, I took 10 members of Congress. And we had oversight. So now without oversight, we're going to need them. And we might need to figure out a way how we can get state people into Krome for oversight purpose.
Congresswoman, Congress controls the purse. That's such.
Say it again.
Congress controls the purse.
Yes.
Right? Is there any way to use that power? Is there an initiative to use that power to try to curtail?
We need 5 Democrats. We need 5 Democrats, and we'll use every power available. We're not in charge. We're in the minority. We need 5. And the 5 doesn't have to come from Miami. They can come from anywhere in the United States of America. And if we got 5, we could control all of this. And we can pass immigration reform. So I've been giving out the phone numbers to the House of Representatives and to the Senate. It's one number. That number you call and you threaten it. And you say, this is wrong. This is not America. This is not what we stand for. We need a change. You have to do that. It's going to take the people. I've talked myself into oblivion. We need the people. We need an uprising where people are taking to the streets and the phones and writing letters. That's what we need.